Alright guys, welcome back to the private range. Sun is out, all is good, all is beautiful, and today we can at least start shooting a little bit. But this video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally I do some accuracy videos or some gear review and stuff, but today it's all about fun. And the reason why I speak all about fun is because of this little experiment. When my friend called me up and he said, hey listen, I got a piece of bulletproof glass, do you want to test it out, make a video with it and see what your air guns can do to it? I said, of course, send it to me. So this piece is about this thick bulletproof glass, and it should withstand most caliber firearm rounds, should protect whoever is behind this piece of glass. So today I got three guns with me, three different calibers, to see what kind of damage we can do to it, even a scratch or maybe a little crack, maybe nothing, and the big video will be a bust. We will see on the end of the video. So pause the video right now, put in the comment section down below, do you think can we do at least any damage to this piece of glass or not? So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. I got my GoPro mounted behind it so you can see firsthand what happens to the glass when we shoot at it. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, so the glass is at 25 meters. I've got the GoPro rolling so you can follow there to see what happens before probably even I see. I put two small dots on it, some small stickers to have an aim point of course, and we're going to start off slow with the FX Crown in the GRS stock. Most beautiful rifle I own, I really love this one, pretty cool in this GRS stock. And the first thing we'll do is to start off with some JSB pellets and just see if that already does something or not. So let me see which are the JSB pellets. This one, whoops, like so, safety off, and let's start with the top one. Now this is not about accuracy, this is about to see what it does on the glass. And I have the feeling I have to angle the glass a little bit more because it is interesting to hear the ricochets. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I re-angled the glass a little bit because I was afraid the ricochets would come back this way. So let's see if this works out a little bit better. Okay, still the top one. That's much better. Ricochets are going straight down into the ground. All right, that's 5 pellets. Let's change out for the hybrids, and then we can go and have a look. First, need to change my settings. The pellets, just for information, they're flying about 880 feet per second with some 18 grains. Now I move up the power wheel, and these are some hybrids, 22 grains, and they fly at just about 960, maybe just a little bit below. So let's use the bottom one. I'm just going fast here, I'm not trying to put a nice group on, and that's another 5. I see something very interesting, so let's go and have a look. So, with our small 22 caliber pellets, as you can see, let me remove the sticker. Again, I'm not aiming for groups here. You can see they are stacking. They make small dents. I don't know how this bulletproof glass is made up. Maybe there is some layer at the front that has to bulge or that is a little bit softer than the glass itself. like it's really maybe something ballistic that's going on there. Then moving down with the slugs, carrying of course a lot more energy. You can see that inside it made some kind of expansion, some kind of a ring with all the lead bulking up together to it. And if you take a look from the back side, you see this bulge with all the lead stacking up in the middle. The pellets did a little bit less damage, as you can see, but still surprisingly to see that it even does something on this high-grade bulletproof glass. So let's get the Pantera out with some heavier slugs, a little bit faster in velocity, and see what it does then. So next up, I got the FX Pantera, brand new 22 caliber 700mm barrel shooting. These are 34 grains at 1000 feet per second. These are some Zane slugs we'll be shooting after. 33 grains, also probably around 1000, maybe just over 1000 feet per second. I think I figured out my hold for 25 meters. So let's see what it does to the bulletproof glass. It's a little bit scary, aiming at my GoPro actually. And that's 5. All right. Sound is a little bit different than with the pellets. So let me quickly take some Zane slugs. These are the new designed ones that come in this sealed packaging, as you can see, like this. Because they're made from some high-grade lead, and some people were complaining that after a while they get a strange gray color, and the new packaging should prevent that. And as you can see, very nice shiny pills now. So Zane slugs, 33 grains. Hold will probably be exactly the same. Bottom one, and that's also 5. Cool, let's go check out the target. Let me quickly stop the recording of the GoPro and let's peel off that one right here. Something very interesting is happening. As you can see, the javelin slugs we have here, the 34 grains, stacking very nicely. And as you can see, the bulge is a lot bigger than we had with the 22 grains. As you can see, it's quite massive thing. I will measure it later on. And the funny thing is, the lead completely sticks inside this bulletproof glass, meaning that there is here some plastic layer on top of this. Maybe some of you can explain down in the comments below, or hit me up on Instagram or so to explain me how this bulletproof glass actually works. Same here with the Zane slugs. Again, I'm not aiming for accuracy here, I'm just aiming to see what it does on this bulletproof glass. Maybe by the looks of it, the bulge is a little bit bigger. Does this happen because it came together with this bulge? I don't know, so it's expanding a little bit more. Again, here all the lead is completely inside. We just have 2 or 3 tiny holes. Here we also have 2 or 3 tiny holes, and all the lead is completely inside. Looking from the back, you can see here again all the lead bunched up very nicely all together. Same here with those Zane slugs. In compared to the 22 grains hybrids, you can see the expansion is a lot bigger here and here as well. Really cool and interesting. All right, let's step it up, take my impact out and shoot some 30 caliber pellets. All right, next up, 30 caliber impact. This is a build I did actually just yesterday evening, but more on that to come because I'm going to RMAC and I need to practice my 100-yard bench rest skills. So I pieced all this together, got some Nexus on top of it, backbone rail by Air Marksman. I got the anvil rail by Air Marksman, the new grip by Saber Tactical, buttstock by Saber Tactical. Very cool little rig. I got the Yuma moderator on the end, carbon fiber shroud with the harmonic barrel tuner on the end, lots of bells of whistles, first stage regulated by Yuma, but more on that in just a bit. Now today it's all about that bulletproof glass, so let's go ahead and see what our 30 caliber can do on it. Now, did I push record? Yes, I did. So, 30 cal. Let's start with the top one. Forgot to mention, first up, we're shooting some pellets. These are some 56 grains, the new ones, the bench rest ones by Zane. Also come in this nice new packaging with this lid that can open and keep your pellets nice and shiny. They're flying about 880-885 feet per second with the 56 grains, so quite a lot of power there. I already see it bulging. That's 3 or 4, I don't know. That should do it. Right. These are the Zane pellets, the new ones, 56 grains. And the only slugs I still have for the moment are the hybrid slugs, 44 grains. Since these 56 grains are flying at about just shy of 900 feet per second, these are pretty cooking at 960, 965, something like this. So let's put 5 on the bottom target with the FX hybrids. Not sure, probably the impact will be a little bit higher, so compensate for that. And that was 5. All right, let's go and have a look. All right, what do we have here? Here on top, don't know if you can see it because the sun is now straight behind it. These were the Zane pellets. And again, also here, same as with the javelins and the other Zane pellets, they are just inside that bulletproof glass, what now seems to be like some kind of a plastic. So again, if you have some more information about this, please hit me up, let me know. And these are the hybrid slugs. The hybrid slugs, surprisingly, they didn't even enter the bulletproof glass. They just all bounced off or came back, or there is no lead inside, nothing, which is very interesting to see the comparison with the Zane slugs and the javelins and the Zane slugs. Even the bench rest pellets, they went in pretty deep, completely underneath that plexi. And what's also interesting is that the bulge of the Zane pellets is a lot bigger than the one we have seen on the other slugs in the 22 caliber. Maybe because it's a 30 caliber, there's a lot more mass in between, that's why it expands a little bit more. But very interesting to see what little damage the 44 grain Zane slugs did actually to hybrid slugs actually did to the bulletproof glass. Let's have a look from behind. As you can see, these are the bench rest pellets by Zane, and then there underneath you have the hybrid slugs. Pretty cool. Let's go back and wrap up this video. Alright guys, back at home. It's actually 2 days later. I wanted to finish the video on the range, but with the results I've seen, I was a little bit confused and I didn't exactly know what was going on. Now in my mind, ballistic glass or bulletproof glass is made up of a glass layer with some polymer layers in between, another piece of glass and a piece of glass at the back, sandwiched all together, creating some kind of a bulletproof glass. When the bullet should enter, the glass should shatter and the layers in between should stop the bullet. Now, doing my research over the last 2 days, turns out to be there are numerous ways of creating ballistic glass or bulletproof glass, and this one turns out to be a little bit different. It seems to be like the back side, this part that we shot, is made out of some kind of Lexan or some kind of a shield to be the last layer before whatever is behind the bulletproof glass. On the other side, I think, is the glass side, so I may have shot it from the back. I know, a little bit stupid from me, but anyway. So I didn't think about posting this video, but anyway, a lot of work went into making this video, and still the results are quite interesting, especially with the GoPro behind, seeing what happens with this Lexan layer. And the wind is picking up. Bulging like this, all the lead keeping inside, makes for one hell of a good backstop, I think, capturing the lead all like this. But anyway, so as I mentioned, nevertheless, the results are quite interesting. 22 caliber pellets just bouncing off, leaving a little mark onto that plastic layer. 22 slugs, very slow, 22 grains, just about entered, still capturing the lead. Then with the Pantera, the 34 and 33 grain javelins and Zane slugs, yes. They of course hit with quite some force at 1000 feet per second out of the Pantera, leaving quite a mark, capturing all the lead inside and making like a void of about 0.5 millimeter deep or something. Very interesting to see was that the hybrid slugs at about 960 feet per second, they were just bouncing off, they were not even entering. And then you have here the part where we shot those new bench rest pellets from Zane. They completely entered it, bulging up underneath, of course creating the bigger void because the mass of the 30 caliber is a lot more. Nevertheless, as I mentioned, interesting results. I still have a lot of room left on the other side or on the bottom side here, so we can revisit this video, shoot it from the correct side and see what happens then. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit more like a fun video, experiment video. Make sure you like, subscribe for the next video so you don't miss out what happens to the other side of this ballistic glass. I thank you for watching and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.